Now, about 6,000 self-employed workers who provide services to the government will get help in making regular MediSave contributions. Instead of a yearly lump sum, they can make smaller contributions through a new Contribute As You Earn scheme that's going to start in January.
Manpower Minister Josephine Teo announced the changes under the Central Provident Fund Amendment Bill in Parliament today. Brandon Tenoto with more.
Self-employed workers currently make MediSave contributions annually based on earnings from the previous year. But according to the Manpower Minister, in a given year, about 60% or 130,000 people don't make their MediSave contributions in full as a lump sum. And those with cash flow constraints may find it hard to make the lump sum payment.
The root cause of this may be that these SEPs have irregular income. This is what the pilot is about, helping SEPs keep up with their MediSave contributions to strengthen their protection against health shocks.
For example, under the pilot scheme, when a freelance photographer is engaged for his services, a small portion of his fee will go to his MediSave contribution. This is first paid by the government before he receives the rest of his payment for the job. This also means that his remaining MediSave contribution for the year will be reduced. However, Mrs. Teo stressed that this only changes how their MediSave contributions are made. Labour MPs supported the scheme but also gave suggestions.
The government is seriously considering a support system to the MediSave contribution of freelancers who transact with government entities. This is a welcome announcement. There is, Mr. Deputy Speaker, already a precedent among taxi operators who co-contribute to taxi drivers' monthly MediSave contribution. That's the Drive and Save scheme. So this announcement by MOM will definitely help freelancers transit to these new arrangements.
Mrs. Teo replied that the government will look into providing some support for those participating in the pilot. She said the government has not decided to extend the scheme to the private sector or intermediaries, such as for insurance and real estate agents. However, she clarified that the possibility isn't ruled out, adding that the government will see how well the scheme works before expanding it further.
CNA spoke to one such self-employed person with government clients for their reaction to the Contribute As You Earn scheme. And they say while the initial take-home pay may be smaller, there is also a long-term benefit.
Self-employed persons who provide services to the government may see a smaller take-home pay next year. Go Ju Ling has been freelancing as a translator for about 10 years and has worked for various government agencies as an interpreter. She says there are two sides to the changes announced in Parliament.
The most immediate impact will probably be that you will feel that you are taking less cash home because your earnings are deducted upfront and credited into the MediSave account.
Ms. Goh says while her future income may be slightly smaller in the short term, it might actually be easier on the wallet in the long run. That's because the remaining MediSave contribution top-up at the end of the financial year won't be a heavy burden. Ms. Goh added that the Contribute As You Earn scheme is also useful for freelancers who are not financially savvy. She says younger self-employed persons who are trying to make ends meet may also benefit more.
This might help because with a lot of young people becoming freelancers nowadays, I don't think financial management is something that they're really good at. A lot of people just spend away whatever they earn for the month. So this would actually help those who are not so financially disciplined to manage their MediSave contributions.
The pilot scheme will start from next January and will apply to SEPs who provide services for the government. The Manpower Ministry has not made a decision if the scheme will be expanded to the private sector.